going to share a story about high school baseball. I made the varsity team when I was a freshman. They do that. They took about 4 or 5 of us. And my freshman year, first game, up until this point, obviously, I'm a pretty good baseball player. I got picked off on first base, and my coach ended up throwing me on the ground, I don't know if he threw me on the ground, but he threw me around right in front of everybody else, scared the crap out of me, totally guy abused me, man. There's no other way to put it. Like, the horror that I felt to make a mistake after that was overwhelming and consuming. Now, my childhood was far from good. There was, my dad was gone. I had no dad, and he was gay, so that didn't help in small town Utah, and word got out about that. And then my mom was gone. I was a foster kid, so you know, I was at the mercy of others as far as like how they would treat me, because I didn't have a father that was able to protect me or teach me a lot of this stuff. So I mean, quite honestly, I was taken advantage of quite a bit when it came to sports. Like, you know, I'd see other kids' dads going to bat for them and positions being given to other kids. A lot of politics I was a victim to, and it was, a lot of it was very painful, but I learned a lot, right? So there's one particular lesson. This baseball coach, freshman year, he ruins me. I was so scared to make a mistake for the rest of my high school career up until the last 2 games, which were playoff games. And just prior to those 2 games, I finally had enough. I walked off the field and I said, screw it, I want to quit. My coach, then a different coach that year, he sat down with me in weightlifting class the next day. He was my weightlifting coach, and we kind of had a moment. He let me know, like, I knew that his wife had left him. He'd had some personal issues. I was having some issues with my mom, and I was, you know, about to leave high school and move back out from Utah to Arizona with my mom, and, you know, we were having issues. I've always had mommy issues. We still do. My mom still doesn't talk to me, and I don't talk to her, and it's a wreck. But, you know, he and I had a really good connection that moment, and he talked me into playing, and I played with the team those 2 games. I remember I went 4 for 4 the next game. I made a game-winning catch. I kept us in the playoffs for another game, and I had 2 games just of my life. In fact, my buddy said that, you know, for some reason we had to change numbers, and he was wearing my old jersey number, and I was wearing his. He said that he got a scholarship because they thought that I was him, because our numbers got switched around. That's how well I played when my mindset changed. The difference, and here's the lesson, here's the point. I would get up to the plate so horrified that I was going to make a mistake. So in my mind, I was saying, don't strike out, don't strike out. This is what I was saying to myself. And what would I do? Strike out. Those last 2 games, I got up there and I remembered, I love hitting the ball. It feels good to hit the ball, and I can't wait to hit the ball. What do you think I did? That's it. That's the lesson. And I've heard that the subconscious mind does not know the difference between do and don't. So when you say don't strike out, what you're telling yourself is you're going to strike out. Don't be afraid. Don't get mad. You don't suck. Don't be whatever. Switch that around to I love. Love is a very powerful word. It's a very powerful thing. There's a book called The Power, the same lady that wrote The Secret. That book changed my perception. It changed my life on the power of love. As cliche as that sounds. And you embrace that along those lines, embracing other people's success instead of wishing them bad so you can be better. Totally unhealthy. What's healthy is you embrace their success. Oh, you won the lottery? I love that. That's wonderful. Now you're opening yourself up to those things. Okay, getting off track. You get the point? Instead of saying no and thinking that you're helping yourself, you say yes, I love. Switch it around. Instead of don't strike out, I love hitting the ball. And there's a whole lot of other examples that I can't think of right now. Anyways, that's my point. Thanks, bye.